morning, Jackednnerdy fans. Jeremy here with my full non-spoiler review for Gran Turismo. Before I jump into that review, though, as always, if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you guys never miss out on a video. And if you do enjoy our content, please give these videos a thumbs up. It doesn't cost you a thing, and it is the greatest metric that YouTube uses when deciding to promote our videos to other users. So the more thumbs up we get, the more users there are that will see our videos. So with that out of the way, Gran Turismo. I managed to get into an early screening of this film. I've been looking forward to it for quite some time. I was very interested in the concept of, obviously it's all based on a true story where they ran a competition for gamers who obviously played the Gran Turismo games, and the best the best racer in the competition would then go on to race for Team Nismo in real life. So very, very interesting concept, great story. When they announced the cast, I was super enthusiastic. So I went into this movie not with the highest of expectations because, let's face it, the movie adaptations of video game franchises in the past have not been that great. There are a few, look, I've got to admit, there's a few that I really enjoy, but more often than not, they tend to miss the mark, so to speak. So I went into and I didn't know how they were going to integrate the game aspect with real life, whether there was going to be a crossover or what. So I went into this movie with tempered expectations. But I have to say, I thoroughly enjoyed my time in the cinemas. I love racing movies. I love movies about cars and racing. Ford v Ferrari, Gone in 60 Seconds. Even the early Fast and the Furious movies. I love movies about cars and racing and all that sort of jazz. So this movie really did step up to the mark in terms of paying homage to the car movie genre. So it really, really did well in that sense. Again, they did try to. It's really funny that right at the beginning of the film, they did try to integrate kind of visual effects of game and real life crossover and what have you. It didn't really work for me all that much, but luckily it's only maybe in the first third of the film that they do this, and then the rest of the film they tend to kind of not really stick to that. So look, it was interesting in theory how it would work. Didn't really hit the mark for me in that sense. But like I said, it's only one small aspect of the movie, and they very quickly kind of move on. Casting. They did a fantastic job with the casting of this movie. As I said earlier, when they announced the cast and we've kind of learnt who was in it, I was definitely all in. We've got David Harbour, who for me is the standout of this movie. I love David Harbour. In almost all of his roles, he's never really disappointed me. You've got Orlando Bloom. You've got Djimon Hounsou, who I absolutely love as well. You've got newcomers Archie, Madekwe, to be honest, I'm going to butcher his name. Archie, who plays the lead. Darren Barnet, who plays another racer. Both, the chemistry between them was really, really good. And I didn't even realise this until, just a few moments ago. Geri Halliwell is in it as well. But in all honesty, I didn't even know it was her. So got a really good cast there. They all did really, really well, especially like Orlando Bloom and David Harbour. I thought they were absolutely fantastic, as well as Djimon Hounsou. He's absolutely brilliant in everything. the cinematography and the visuals of the racetracks and the racing and everything is absolutely top notch. I cannot really find any great faults with this movie. Probably the one little takeaway or the one little fault I had was they did, as always with these movies, they always try to mix in a bit of a love story or a love interest or what have you. Obvious, and look, in this particular film, it was definitely not necessary. If anything, I think it kind of detracted a little bit from the overall story. However, because this film again is based on actual events, if that's what happened in real life, during this time, then you're not really telling the full story if you leave it out. But that being said, as I said, they could have alluded to it, and kind of, tipped their hat to it, but they didn't need to go into any great detail of the love story side of things. And I suppose to their credit, they didn't completely deviate from the story just to pursue the love angle of it. They did kind of leave that to a very, very small part of the film. So all in all, I really enjoyed this film. I actually had a blast. The music in it is absolutely fantastic as well. The soundtrack, I was sitting there tapping my foot, really getting into the music side of things. So that was really, really good as well. And I to be honest, I didn't even realize this until I saw it in the credits, that this film was directed by Neill Blomkamp, who I absolutely love his work. He's fantastic. And he did a fantastic job with this as well. So in all honesty, as far as you could even take the video game aspect out of it, or the video game adaptation side of things out of it, and just say this is a based on real events car racing movie, and they absolutely knocked it out of the park. This is absolutely fantastic. It's got an IMDB score of 7 out of 10 at the moment. I'm not sure what it's scoring on Rotten Tomatoes, but I dare say it would probably be between 70 and 80%. So, you know what? I really enjoyed this film. I'd give it a solid 7.5, 8 out of 10. I'd be really interested to know what everyone else thinks. Hit me up in the comment section below if you went and saw Gran Turismo. I'd like to know what you guys think. Did you enjoy it as much as me? Did you not enjoy it? What bits did you love? What bits did you hate? I really like to get people's feedback on what they thought of these movies. So do hit me up in the comment section below. I do read all the comments. And if it warrants a reply, I definitely will reply as well. But definitely hit me up in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on Gran Turismo. As I said before, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the video. We've got heaps of content coming out over the next month or two. Lots of films are dropping. We've got unboxing videos. We've got Mrs. Jackednerndy has been busy doing her mystery boxes, and all of the content from those mystery boxes does go up on our eBay store, available for you guys to bid and purchase. So hit that subscribe button, give these videos a thumbs up, and until next time, guys, stay jacked and stay nerdy.